The Duke Lacrosse case from 2006 is probably arguably one of the biggest civil cases like that we've seen in recent times. Maybe even like of all time. Like even here in Australia, I knew about this case. That's how big this was. It didn't just make national news in America. It made international news because it was huge. But if you don't know exactly the details of this case, back in 2006, the Duke Lacrosse team, which if you don't know what Duke is a college in America. Lacrosse is a type of sport. I know a lot of people don't really know what lacrosse is outside of America because it's predominantly an American sport, but it is a sport and they were like part of this sporting team in the College of Duke. And they threw a party. So these people, they hosted a party, and during this, they got a striptease dancer to come ahead and do her thing at the party. So they hired her to come and do like some dancing. And after this party, the dancer accused 3 of the guys that were on the team of SAing her during this party, to which this made, like I said, it went huge. It made national news and it went to the point of making international news. And these 3 men were shunned upon. The whole of America, and if not a lot of the world, were going against these 3 men. And even though after the case was finally finished and they were actually found to be innocent in this case because they couldn't find any DNA evidence that this happened. There was no real firm evidence that she was SA'd by these 3 guys. A lot of people still deem them to be guilty. A lot of people did not see them as being innocent and more or less of them getting away with it. And like I said, it's not everyone who thought it, because even me, myself, I'm like, hey, they were proven innocent. There's no evidence to show that they actually did it. But like I said, a lot of people for the last 18 years have still thought that they were guilty. And despite them being found innocent, just this case itself, it ruined these 3 men's lives. It did. It pulled them out of school for a significant time. And like I said, it made a lot of people look at them like they were actual criminals despite being found innocent. But now, after 18 long years, going on to 19 years as of next year, the woman, Crystal Mangum, has come out and stated that she lied about the whole entire situation.
And I testified falsely against them by saying that they raped me when they didn't. And that was wrong. And I betrayed the trust of a lot of other people who believed in me. And made up a story that wasn't true because I wanted validation from people and not from God. And that was wrong. And I hope that they can forgive me.
Now, obviously, as you can see, as I wear a cross around my neck, and her talking about how she wants to find validation for God and all that kind of stuff, and how that's the reason why she did it. Even if you say that stuff, and I'm just like, at least you've come out and said that. At the same time, I'm sorry, woman, but the fact that you lied about this, and the fact that she held on to this lie for that long as well, like, it's not like she came out after it all got resolved and it found out that they were innocent, that then she finally said like, hey, yep, I lied about this. She held on to this lie for over 18 years. That is the part where it's just like, I'm sorry, woman, you may have now found God and all that kind of stuff. Good for you. That's great. That's great and all. But at the same time, the fact that you ruined these 3 men's lives, and no matter what, if I was these 3 men, I mean, they would have to be really strong-willed people to come out and actually say like, you know what, I forgive you. Because for me, like looking as an outsider, I don't think I could forgive her no matter what. Because like I said earlier in the video, is that she ruined these 3 men's lives. She really did. By lying about this whole entire situation, she ruined their lives forever. Even like going past this point now where it's now official that yes, they were 100% found innocent. Because even though they were found innocent, like I said, there was still a lot of people who believed that they weren't innocent even to this very day before this came out. But now the fact that she has come out and said is even after this, it's still affecting their lives. It's going to affect their lives for until the day that they die, because people will know them as the people who are now falsely accused, that the fact that they were even involved in this case whatsoever. And one thing that I can't stand as well is that I hate, and like I say that with every part of my breath, I hate when women come out and falsely accuse men of these acts for many reasons. It's not just for the fact that like she's ruined these men's lives by lying about this kind of stuff, and you're like, you know, making it out that you got SA'd, and now these men have either been found guilty or even had to go through all this case, and the public, you know, view on these people have completely changed to what they were before. It's not just that. That is definitely one point. But the other point that I always have a problem with women coming out and falsely accusing other men of SAing them is the fact that you are then doing a disservice to women who are actually being assaulted by men or others. Because when you come out and lie, and it comes out that you did lie about this, then when it comes to people who are actually assaulted by people in these kinds of ways, then those people are going to be doubted because other women have come out and lied about this out in the past. So then people are going to get the perception and be like, well, this person lied about being SA'd, so what makes it out that you're telling the truth now when previously we got lied about? So that's why it does a disservice to both parties. It does a disservice to the men that are involved and are falsely accused of this, and it does a massive disservice to women who are actually SA'd by men, because then the men who are actually did do actions are just scot-free because no one believes this woman because of all the lies that other women have told in the past. Now, obviously, you're probably asking me, Donnie, is this woman going to get any repercussions? Because that is one thing that I'm definitely an advocate for as well, is that when a woman lies about being SA'd and she directly ruins the men's lives who are involved in this, I definitely think that she should face some kind of repercussions. And you're probably asking me, Donnie, is this woman going to face any type of repercussions? Well, if you look closely in the video that I showed, you'll probably be like, this background and what she's wearing, it looks kind of a bit like a prison. Well, funny you say that, because back in 2013, she was actually found guilty in second-degree murder after stabbing her boyfriend, Reginald, who died 10 days after, to which she was then convicted and sentenced to 14 to 18 years in prison. And she was also previously, in February 2010, she was charged with the attempted murder of then live-in partner Milton Walker, but was convicted of contributing to the delinquency of juvenile injury to personal property and resisting a public officer. So, you know what? She's already facing time. She's already facing 14 to 18 years in prison for second-degree murder back in 2013. But at the same time, even though she is facing some repercussions for something that she's already done, I definitely think that after she's come out and stated this lie, if they had to get more years added onto her sentence, I think that all of us would be fine with that, because she 100% deserves to stay in prison and rot. Because first she accuses 3 men SAing her when it was completely not true, then attempted murder in 2010, and then in 2013 she is found guilty of second-degree murder to her then boyfriend. So, you know what? If she sits in prison and rots, I feel like none of us would be mad with that at all. But I would definitely like to hear what you guys think about all this down below. It's really good to see that, you know, finally these 3 men, even though it's 18 years later, finally they are 100% found innocent, and that finally all the lies of this case have come out and it was not true whatsoever. But that's going to be it from me, guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Peace out.